On August 20th, 2025, the fields around Clark Air Base in the Philippines awoke to an unfamiliar, thunderous roar. The early morning light shimmered across the landscape, but it was the sound that truly signaled something extraordinary was about to unfold. The sky filled with hundreds of U.S. Air Force A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft, Warthogs, descending in tight, disciplined formations. Their engines thundered in unison, casting long shadows over the fields and villages below, as if the very air itself was charged with anticipation.
Man, I've never seen anything like this. The whole sky just filled up with those warthogs. It's like a movie, but it's real. You could feel the ground shake with every pass, and everyone around me just stopped and stared, completely mesmerized.
This was no routine exercise. The arrival was a meticulously coordinated display of American air power, signaling a renewed alliance. Every movement was calculated, every landing perfectly timed, as if rehearsed for months in advance. Each Warthog taxied with purpose, ground crews guiding them with practiced efficiency as the air buzzed with jet fuel and excitement. The base, usually quiet at dawn, was now alive with the synchronized choreography of men and machines, all working toward a common goal.
You can really feel the power. Watching them land one after another gives you goosebumps. This is history. People were cheering, some even wiping away tears, knowing they were witnessing something that would be talked about for generations.
Operation Iron Resolve, as it was called, marked a pivotal moment in U.S. Philippine relations. It was more than a show of force. It was a statement of unity, a promise that the two nations would stand together in the face of uncertainty. The deployment of so many A-10s, designed for close air support, was a clear commitment to the defense of the Philippine archipelago. Their presence sent a message not just to allies, but to any who might threaten peace in the region.
Seeing all these planes, you know something big is happening. It's not just about the planes, it's about what they mean. It's about hope, about partnership, and about the promise of protection in uncertain times.
As the last Warthog touched down, Clark Air Base was transformed, and a new chapter in regional security began. The base, once a quiet outpost, now stood as a symbol of strength and cooperation. The message was unmistakable. The U.S. could project overwhelming force across the Pacific, and the alliance was stronger than ever. The sight of the two flags waving side by side spoke volumes about shared resolve.
This is a turning point for us. We're not alone. There's a sense of reassurance, knowing that help is not just promised, but present and real.
The world was watching, as news of the operation spread across continents. Cameras flashed, reporters scrambled for details, and the significance of the moment was broadcast to millions. And the skies over Clark had never looked more formidable. The dawn that day marked not just a new morning, but a new era for the region. The alliance had just made history. The echoes of those engines would linger, a reminder that together they could face whatever challenges lay ahead. The A-10 Thunderbolt II isn't a sleek fighter. It's a flying fortress built to protect troops on the ground. Its design is all about function over form, prioritizing survivability and support rather than speed or elegance. Every inch of the A-10 serves a purpose, making it a unique and irreplaceable asset on the battlefield.
It flies low and slow, hugging the terrain to avoid enemy radar, and can take a beating like no other aircraft. The A-10 delivers devastating firepower with pinpoint accuracy, thanks to its legendary GAU-8 Avenger cannon, which can shred armored vehicles in seconds. This combination of resilience and lethality makes it a nightmare for enemy forces. Its titanium armor, often called the bathtub, wraps around the pilot, shielding them from ground fire and shrapnel. This armored cockpit is a lifesaver, allowing pilots to survive hits that would down other jets. The high-mounted engines are another clever feature, reducing vulnerability to debris and ground fire, and allowing the A-10 to operate from rough, improvised airstrips close to the front lines. The A-10 can fly with one engine, half a tail, and even part of a wing missing. Stories abound of warthogs limping home after taking incredible punishment, a testament to their ruggedness and reliability. That toughness gives pilots the confidence to go into the fight and come back alive, knowing their aircraft can take hits and still bring them home safely.
With 11 hardpoints, the A-10 can carry up to 16,000 pounds of bombs, rockets, and missiles, enough firepower to take on tanks, vehicles, or fortified positions. Its arsenal is versatile, allowing it to adapt to any mission, from destroying enemy armor to supporting troops in contact.
Its real mission is close air support, being the guardian angel for ground troops, swooping in when they need it most. The A-10's presence reassures soldiers that help is just a radio call away. Just seeing a Warthog overhead can turn the tide of battle, boosting morale and forcing enemies to take cover or retreat.
For soldiers on the ground, the A-10 is more than a machine. It's a lifeline, a symbol of hope and protection in the chaos of combat. Its arrival in the Philippines brings that protection to the region, reassuring allies and deterring potential threats with its unmistakable presence. The Warthog is a promise of support from the sky, a steadfast guardian, always ready to answer the call for help. At the heart of the A-10 is the GAU-8 Avenger, a 7-barrel autocannon so massive the plane was built around it.
The nose wheel is off-center just to fit the gun. When the pilot fires, it unleashes a torrent of 30mm shells, the legendary BRR. In 2 seconds, it can saturate a target with over 100 armor-piercing rounds, each designed to destroy tanks.
The sound is unmistakable, reassuring for allies, terrifying for enemies.
The psychological impact is huge. For ground troops, it means help has arrived. For the enemy, it's a signal to run.
The arrival of these flying cannons in the Philippines changes the regional security equation. The A-10's up-close firepower is perfect for defending coastlines and islands. The BRT will echo as a reminder of the alliance's raw power. The sight of hundreds of American aircraft at Clark Air Base is a powerful echo of history. The runways, once silent, now thunder with the sound of engines, signaling a dramatic return that few could have imagined just a decade ago. The sheer scale of the military buildup is both awe-inspiring and deeply symbolic, reminding everyone of the base's pivotal role in the past and its renewed importance today.
My grandparents talked about the old days at Clark. They remembered the hustle and bustle, the friendships formed, and the sense of excitement that filled the air. Those stories always felt distant, like something from another era. But now, seeing the base come alive again, it feels like I'm stepping into their memories. Seeing these planes back, it's like history coming alive. The energy is electric, and it's as if the past and present are merging right before our eyes.
For many, the return of U.S. forces stirs nostalgia and hope, reviving memories of deep friendship and shared history. Old bonds are rekindled as veterans and locals reunite, exchanging stories and laughter, and remembering the days when Clark was a symbol of partnership and resilience.
Businesses are buzzing. Hotels, restaurants, even jeepney drivers are excited. The local economy is thriving again, with new faces and old friends filling the streets, bringing a sense of optimism and opportunity. The Warthogs are all over social media. Everyone's sharing photos and videos, and it feels like the whole country is watching Clark's transformation unfold in real time.
The mass landing became an instant sensation, sparking renewed interest in the alliance and the military's role in national security. News outlets and social media are abuzz, and the excitement is contagious, drawing attention from all corners of the nation.
Just knowing the alliance is real, that it's here and now, makes us feel safer. There's a sense of reassurance, seeing our communities and the military working side by side.
The transformation of Clark into a joint operations hub is a visible sign of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement in action. New infrastructure rises, and the base evolves into a modern center for cooperation and defense. For many Filipinos, the alliance is no longer just an idea, it's a living partnership. Community events and joint activities bring people together, forging new connections and strengthening old ones.
The base is alive again, and so is our sense of security. There's a renewed spirit of cooperation, and it feels like a new chapter is beginning for everyone here.
The return of American power to Clark is reassurance for a nation facing regional uncertainty. It's a clear message that the alliance stands strong, ready to face whatever challenges may come. The alliance is not just on paper, it's on the ground, ready to respond. Joint exercises and patrols show a commitment to peace, stability, and mutual defense,
It's a new era for Clark and for us. We're witnessing history and we're part of it.
History has come full circle, and the story of Clark Air Base continues, stronger and more vibrant than ever. The A-10 deployment is part of the annual Balikatan exercises, the heart of U.S. Philippine military cooperation.
Balikatan means shoulder to shoulder. It's about more than drills. It's about trust and teamwork.
These exercises build real-world skills, communication, integration, and rapid response to crises.
This year's Balikatan is the most ambitious yet, focusing on territorial defense, maritime security, and amphibious operations.
Warthogs will practice close air support, simulated strikes, and coastal defense with Filipino troops.
The AFP gets hands-on experience with a capability they don't have, learning to coordinate with one of the world's best close air support platforms.
The exercises forge human and technical bonds, making the alliance stronger and more effective.
It's a public demonstration. The U.S. and Philippines are ready to defend their shared interests.
The message is clear. The Philippines does not stand alone. The arrival of A-10s at Clark is a direct response to rising tensions in the South China Sea, a vital, contested waterway.
The Philippines is on the front line, facing intimidation and challenges to its sovereignty.
Filipino fishermen and the Coast Guard have faced real threats. The Warthogs are a deterrent.
The A-10's ability to neutralize small naval craft and provide air cover makes it ideal for defending islands and coastlines.
Their presence counters gray zone tactics and reassures Filipinos that their ally stands with them.
This is muscular diplomacy, a visible commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty. By pre-positioning force at Clark, the U.S. is ready to fulfill its promise. The goal: deter aggression and reassure the Philippines. The A-10 deployment is more than hardware. It's a chance for deep knowledge transfer between U.S. and Philippine forces.
Filipino pilots and crews get to learn from decades of American experience with close air support.
Joint training missions build a common operational language and understanding. On the ground, Filipino maintenance and logistics teams work side by side with Americans, learning best practices.
These skills boost the PAF's self-reliance and professionalism.
Americans also benefit. Operating in the Philippines' unique environment is invaluable training.
Both sides gain a deeper understanding of each other and the region's challenges.
This shared learning strengthens the alliance at every level. The A-10 fleet's arrival is strategic signaling, a message of deterrence, not provocation.
Deterrence is about preventing conflict by making aggression too costly.
The Warthog's defensive role emphasizes the mission: protect, not provoke.
It's a commitment to the alliance and the international order, a reassurance to allies across the Indo-Pacific.
For countries like Japan, Australia, and Vietnam, this deployment is a sign of American resolve.
The goal is peace, showing strength to avoid war and ensure disputes are settled by law, not force.
The roar of the Warthogs is meant to keep the skies and the sea peaceful. The alliance stands ready, so the region can remain stable. The A-10 deployment is more than an exercise. It's a reaffirmation of the U.S. Philippine alliance.
Seeing Americans and Filipinos working together brings the Mutual Defense Treaty to life.
This event cements the Philippines' role as a key U.S. partner and shows the alliance can adapt to new challenges.
For the Philippines, it's a real boost to defense and sovereignty.
The lessons and interoperability gained will shape future joint operations and modernization.
The friendship is about building a secure, stable future together.
The alliance is strong and its future is soaring.